Jason, thanks for joining us today. You have been reporting on crime and drugs from San Francisco for quite some time now. Could you please break down the situation in San Francisco for us? What are the levels of drug overdose?
Yeah, so drug overdose has been a hot topic lately. Unfortunately, this past August, there has been 84 overdoses recorded, which is a record high, tying January this year for overdose deaths in the city. So far, 2023 is looking like it's going to be the deadliest year so far since records have been kept since 2020. 2020 had a pretty high rate of overdose deaths with about 720. And people are saying if things continue as they are now in 2023, it's going to get up into the 800s.
What are local residents saying about it?
Well, yeah, I mean, it is a horrible thing. Most people are seeing it more in their daily life out in the streets. There are a mixture of opinions about how to deal with it. Some people are on more of what they refer to as harm reduction, where they're actually handing out needles, clean supplies. There are people that walk around some of the troubled neighborhoods with Narcan to help reduce overdoses, to help reverse overdoses. And there's also been the controversial drug supervision sites where people actually supervise people using drugs to make sure they don't overdose. And then there's another side where they want to see these drug dealers held accountable. They want to see tougher action towards them. It seems like a lot of them aren't really getting arrested and going to jail. They want to see more police out in the street and around the neighborhoods, and really just get a little bit, tougher on the situation.
So why is the problem getting worse despite all the public and media attention that have been paid to this crisis?
Well, there's a number of different factors. I think just the amount of drugs, coming in is a factor. As we can trace it back to a lot of the fentanyl is being made in China, going through the cartels through Mexico. So it's just a factor of how much is actually coming into the city. Then there's the factor of how are the drug dealers being held accountable. There was recently a homicide charge where a dealer was charged with second-degree murder for giving a lethal dose to somebody, and they died as a result. So some people are mixed on how effective that's going to be in this situation. And then, and there's a number of other factors in place.
What are city officials and others doing to help?
Again, it goes back to the mixture of opinions. A lot of them want to take the more lenient approach. They want to support. They don't want to be too tough. On the drug dealers and on the people out in the street. And then other people, they're kind of sick of it. They want more police. They want these people thrown in jail. And then there's a lot of people that just kind of are advocating for everything. We need a little bit of this and that. We need both, some of the what people call harm reduction area. And then there's also, we need to get people in jail. We need to get people into rehab and support absence-based, rehabilitation programs. And for instance, Matt Dorsey, he's one of the supervisors here. He himself is fairly open about his past addiction issues, and so he advocates, for a good mixture of things to help deal with this issue. And mainly, they need to a lot of people are advocating that they need to work together and try to come up with, some solutions together.